Some people may have skeletons in their closet, but I got Billy in mine. Okay, I'm here at the Billy Idol website, and yeah, I'm feeling kind of like a schoolgirl because I am at this website. He has a new book coming out called Dancing with Myself. Woohoo! I pre-ordered the book from Barnes and Noble. There's a book signing taking place on October 11th at a place called Book Soup. It's on Sunset Boulevard. I think I'm going to have to try and go to that. I mean, if I can, I will, definitely. I'd love to be able to say hi. Okay, so today is the 6th of October. The book comes out tomorrow. So hopefully, it'll get mailed here in time for me to maybe get to go to that book signing. I just know it takes place on Saturday, the 11th, and, actually I may have to work, so I don't know. I probably don't get to go, but if I do get to go, I want to go because I would love to say hi to him. Maybe snag some type of a picture. I've never taken a picture with him. I've had some naughty fun with that man. Actually, millions of girls have. But I do have a wonderful scar on my leg from his Cobra 427 car back in 1988. So, even if I don't ever get a chance to tell him thank you, I'm going to have that book. And I can sleep with him again any night I want to. I have scars all over my body. But Billy Idol plus a Cobra 427 definitely makes this my favorite scar. Appropriate. Cradle of Love, Billy Idol. Yeah, it's 3 more days until the signing. I still don't know if I'm going to go. I really want to go. But... one, the book hasn't even shown up yet, and 2, I've been trying to book hotel rooms, and apparently they're all booked up, so maybe it's just not meant to be. I don't know, I just know I kind of still want to go. And, this song that's playing, Cradle of Love, well, when him and I had our fun, he was working on this song, and Perry actually was pregnant. 1988, The Dune, Sam Kinison, Billy, me. I got a wonderful scar. Got some great memories. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll still find a way to get to go. And it would be nice to see him. But it does appear that there's like a 12-hour lines that are accumulating everywhere he's going right now to do the book signing. And I just don't know if I can tolerate standing there for 12 hours just to say hi and thank you for the orgasms. Okay, so Billy Idol just posted this pic of the line for the book signing in New Jersey. I don't know, maybe I don't want to go to that book signing. I'm too old to stand in a line that long. Yeah, 1988. I definitely have some good memories from that year. Yeah, Billy's always going to be a fun memory. As you can see, he's in my room. Oh, and I did save all my shirts from the 80s, particularly this one. Yes, this shirt is very special to me. This is the one I was wearing the night I ran into Billy at the Moby Grape, and him and Sam Kinison, were just trolling the streets. So maybe if I go to the book signing, I should wear this shirt because, he might need something to jar his memory. Seriously, when you think about it, Billy has had quite the life and traveled all around, and he's been with thousands of women. And I'm just fortunate to be one of those women. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure all the women he's been with, they all say the same thing. 2 thumbs up. He's a pleaser of women. Yes, there are some guys on this planet that they're very selfish in bed, but not Billy. he's a giver. Okay, now this shirt truly it's a good memory for me, and if I don't get to go to the book signing, then I still got the shirt, I still got the burn on my leg, the scar, but I kind of really want to tell him thank you for the great memories. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll get to go to the book signing. Maybe I won't. I'll know in a few more days. Oh, and here's a little souvenir left over from the Dunes Hotel, which, you know, of course, no longer exists, but I did have to snag a postcard as a souvenir. This was the notorious, infamous Moby Grape, where I met Billy and Sam, and, you know, it no longer exists, and good thing that parking lot can't talk. And yes, I still have my old jacket from one of those nights. Lots of studs and rhinestones. Okay, so I'm going to bring you up to speed how everything transpired here. When I ran into Billy at the Moby Grape, you know, Sam Kinison was also with them, and he was telling me that Sam was performing at the Dunes, and at that point he's like, hey, you want to leave? Let's go someplace else. And I'm like, well, yeah, sure, but my car's here. And he's like, that's okay, just ride with me, and we'll get you back to your car later. So, of course, I jumped into his car, and it was a Cobra 427, pretty fast car. He was speeding down the strip, and he's like, well, where should we go? Do you know where the strip joints are? And I'm like, of course I do. So I directed him over to the Crazy Horse, and then as I was getting out of his car, I unfortunately hit my leg on his side pipe of the Cobra, which apparently is very hot, and it instantly, like, burnt. And, you know, Billy at that point in time said, you're my first Cobra Burn. Hence, you know, I guess pin name, a.k.a. first Cobra Burn. But he did tell me that he would treat my leg to a little bit of pleasure later, since it was in such pain. And as the night progressed, apparently my leg got this great big blister, welt kind of thing happening. But I brought in Sam Kinison to the club first, and it was, you know, everybody's like, oh, it's Sam Kinison, you know, and they treated him nice. And then I brought Billy in, and then at that point, everybody was paying attention to Billy. But, you know, at that point, I guess Sam and everybody's like, oh, let's leave, let's get out of here. And then we got back in our cars. Sam was in a vet, and Billy was in his Cobra, and we were racing down the strip, and I was going, please, don't crash, don't crash. But we get to the Dunes, and there was Perry, as well as a bunch of other people. Apparently there was a party going on. And Billy and I, you know, we were just flirting back and forth, whatever. And then Perry and Malika decided to rip apart my shirt, and Billy's ripping it apart, and everybody decided I needed to have my shirt redesigned. So that's why it looks the way it looks now. And at the time, Perry was telling me, yeah, this is your type right here, Billy. She's just right up your alley. And Perry was pregnant, like 6 or 7 months, I believe. And, you know, she was basically telling me that I had a free pass if I wanted to be with Billy because it was okay. And, you know, I'm like, huh, what? But at that point, everybody was leaving. And we discovered also that Sam, Billy, and me, our birthdays are all like 2 days apart. And so we thought that was why we were all just yakety-yakety the whole time. And then, you know, everybody leaves. It's just me and Billy. And after that, it was like 12, 13 hours, you know, midnight snack, breakfast, whatever, good times. Yeah, Billy, he knows how to treat a woman. Oh, yeah, and this is my dog leash that, you know, I was also wearing that night. And Billy, you know, unfortunately, I left it at the hotel. Yeah, I left it at the Dunes, and then I had to go work. I was working at the Palomino, and Billy had the Dunes call me at the Palomino and make sure I got back all my stuff that I apparently left behind in his room because I was running late to work. Oh, yeah. And then the following day, you know, after he was getting ready to get back on the road, apparently that Cobra broke down in the middle of the desert. He blew a water pump, I guess. I have the receipt somewhere because he had to get his his car fixed. So I still got the receipt from that. Just because somehow, some way, I still have the receipt. I just got to find it, but I still have it. But yeah, so he ended up staying an extra night or two, and we had a couple of extra nights or two, some more fun. So basically, there was like 3 days there that was party, 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 and lots of nookie, nookie, nookie. So thank you, Billy. Even if I don't ever get to tell it to you personally, I really will cherish these memories for the rest of my life. And yes, of course, I've gone to a few of his concerts since that evening. Way too long! Alright, just got off work and look what I see laying by my door. Yep, it's the Billy Idol book. Yeah, definitely looking forward to reading this book. I mean, you know, even though I'm 100% positive there is no mention of me in it, I'm sure it's going to be a good read, and I'm pretty positive that he hasn't spent his entire life dancing just with himself. So I still don't know if I'm going to get to go to that book signing that takes place in 2 more days. I'm still trying. I mean, I really kind of want to go, you know. But part of me just doesn't want to have to stand in that line forever. But the other part of me is like, if I don't go stand in that line, I'm going to pass up my only opportunity to get to say thank you to him personally for the fond memories. I think he looks good laying on my bed. Yeah, I'm probably going to be reading this at night in bed. You know, I'll probably end up dancing with myself.